Hey everybody, this is Mark's Home Hobbies. Yeah, what you're looking at here is laser conversion on my ZenBot 2424 CNC machine. Yeah, what this laser is a 20-watt laser tree with a 3-pin PWM connector. That's what you need to hook it up to this gerbil box right here. The gerbil software that's on there is also the same software for the CNC that's used on for the router that's used on the laser. There's just one setting in there that you have to make that switches it over from laser to router. And the nice thing about the laser gerbil software, I'm cutting a wedding picture. I don't know if it's going to come out too good because the picture isn't all that great. The laser is phenomenal compared to the other ones. Oh, that thing will burn a hole through something, no problem. So, definitely a worthwhile purchase right there. I think it was about $40 on Amazon or something, $45, something like that. I don't know. I'll try to dig up a link for it, put it in the description for you if you want to get it. Anyways, this is a new computer system here since the Mach 3 junk that was sitting up here isn't needed anymore. This is the whole computer right here. Yeah, there's an IBM ThinkCentre. I believe it's got a Core 3 in it. It's a pretty good little computer. It's got Wi-Fi right here. And then that's the same old compact monitor that I was using, 20-inch monitor, same keyboard and everything else. Yeah. Let's see, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the hookup. Yeah, this. So the only thing I really had to do to hook this up, I'd show you the whole hookup process, but really what it was the laser came with this 3-wire connector, which was the proper one to go into the connection point for the PWM laser on this board right here. It also has a spindle connector, so you don't have to monkey around with any of that stuff. You just plug right into this connector here, and you can run laser gerbil software and control it, but you have to have it online. In other words, you have a cable going from this box over to the machine over here. What I really want to do is be able to set up a file and have it run off of this controller here offline, so I don't even have to monkey around with this stuff right here, you know. I'd rather just, you know, put the file on a card here and stick it in and turn it on and set the wood and go, because it's pretty easy to set that up. It was actually pretty easy to hook up. You just have to make a mount for the laser, and then, you know, I got a longer piece of 4-wire cable, and I'm just using 3 of the wires to go back into the controller board here. That's how you'd hook that up. Not really hard to do. Just got to have the proper things. And I thought I could use my other lasers with this, which you can. There's a way to do it, but you've got to take apart the little plugs, and once you do that, they almost don't go back together again. If you're lucky, you can get them to go back together right. I had to switch the wires around on this one because the PWM and the negative wire were in different positions on the connector, so it pays to have a little knowledge of how to switch the pins around in those connectors. And you need an X-Acto knife or a real thin pair of tweezers or something to get underneath those little pieces of plastic and to unlock the wire from the connector, pull it out, and then do it very carefully so you don't break or bend anything, and you should be able to pull the wire right out. That's how I do it. If you look at it really close, you'll see that it has a little spring tab, and you just have to either press down on the metal spring tab on some, or on some it's an actual white little plastic tab that's built into the actual connector, so you have to literally put your X-Acto knife tip underneath the edge of that little connector and raise it up while you pull the wire out. So you just have to have a little bit of patience and a tiny bit of skill. Nothing real hard to do. So yeah, anyways, I've mangled all the wires up now, so there's no returning any of these units, but they work just fine. I made a little bracket there, which is just a piece of metal with 3 holes in it, and screwed it onto my newly made dust shoe there. Well, it seems to work good. Oh, the nice thing I was going to say, the nice thing about laser gerbil is if you do have a machine such as this that has a Z-axis, most of these engraving machines like the BenBot, like this one over here, that Benbot machine there with it's only a 2-axis, so it does. In other words, it doesn't have an axis like this that goes up and down like this one. This part can raise up and down 6 inches and do the carvings. So the other machine does not have that, but Laser Gerbil does have a provision in here. If you go in there, it says show Z settings, and so if you click that, you get this little job down on here that allows you to adjust your Z up and down. So it makes it really easy if you just mount the laser there in line with the tool, and then you just raise it up until the beam is focused. I don't think it could get any easier. You can sit here and raise it up right here till the beam is perfect. And then you run your job, you know. So whether you're running the tall axis, the y-axis in there, I showed you that before. That would, where you can burn on a tin can or a glass or something like that. Yeah, you can plug that in really easy, and this way you can raise the Z up to any height you want. You don't have to mess around with any blocks underneath the machine or anything like that. So it's going to be really nice. I'll do a video on it when I get that going. Yeah, and I'll get the dust shoe hooked up, and I'll even make a smoke extractor that runs off that tube right there, so it'll extract smoke right as it's occurring. It's not doing that right now, but this Laser Tree laser has such a powerful fan in it. It's almost like an air assist. It's blowing down so much that it's disturbing the smoke so much compared to the other ones. The other ones, the fan barely turns on when you run them. This one here, you can literally hear it running, and it's good. It's more powerful. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys this new laser setup that I got here. That one over there, that's not going anywhere. It's just gonna hang here on the wall for a little while till I get 2 jobs to run at once. And this one here it's gonna have other uses too. Once I get further down into the winter, I'll start modifying this one a little bit too, because I plan on making a 3D printer and an engraver out of it, because I really don't need all the the width and the height of this to do the jobs that I want to do on it. I only need about half. So I'm going to cut those beams, and then I'm going to make a whole nother unit out of the other pieces. And we're going to get another 3D printer out of that too. So yeah, that should be kind of an exciting thing to look forward to. I've got a bunch of junk over here in this corner of the shop that I'm still rearranging. I'm filling up the toolbox slowly but surely. I'll give you a little tour. That's all CNC stuff down in there, 3D printer stuff. There's the old Mach 3 setup right there, the control box and the old computer. Yeah, and the old wires and stuff like that. There's another one of those little IBM. I was going to use that one. It's a Core 5, but it has a problem on the USB serial port where I can't install the Ultra Chinese driver for this one, for this box right here, the Ultra Chinese driver. So I have to explore that further. I didn't feel like messing around with it. I'll take you out here in the other part of the basement here. I'll show you the track. Yeah, I've redone the track here. Made it a little bit better. I'll be doing some videos out here on the track real soon. Got a couple of chairs going down here. Still doing a little cleaning. Eventually this will all be cleaned out, and there'll be a giant racetrack again down here. Yeah, and it'll come right, it's going to go right over into the corner, and it'll come right over here, and the rest of this junk that I'm not even going to show you right now because there's so much will be gone. Tomorrow's garbage day, so we're going to get rid of a whole lot of stuff tomorrow. I'm going to put some stuff on Craigslist, and we're getting ready to do a clean out here before winter. So anyways, if you stuck around this long and you like watching videos like this, watching lasers and watching me build stuff and make stuff and artwork and all that stuff, you should subscribe, and you should click the bell, and you should also give it a like, because you know what, that would be really helpful to me, and I would appreciate it so much. Thanks to all the new subscribers again. You guys make my day. Every time I see the number go up, it does something to me. So anyways, keep it going. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, shout it out. Mark's Home Hobbies, it's a place to be. Everybody have a nice day. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.